Right now at 10, SNAP benefits set to end in just a few days. How businesses are stepping in to fill the need. And finally reopened while La Crosse Bridge was closed for days. Plus, Hurricane Melissa makes landfall. The impact as the storm makes its way across Jamaica.
Watching WKBT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us tonight at 10. I'm Ken Kozarowski. Emily is off tonight. Barge traffic is finally moving again along the Mississippi River near La Crosse after a days-long backup. News 8 Now's Jadius McGee joins us in the newsroom tonight with the details. Jadius.
The La Crosse Railroad Bridge reopened earlier today, but for many boat crews, it was a long and frustrating stretch. A mechanical failure on Sunday caused the La Crosse Railroad Bridge to get stuck in closed position. That brought river traffic to a halt for nearly 48 hours. One vessel waited near the bridge the entire time, unable to move forward while the bridge was closed.
The morale is down. I wouldn't say it's great. Everybody's kind of bummed, but we're so close to the end. We have 24 hours left once we finally get past this bridge, and then we'll be home.
Boat crews say they're relieved to be moving again, but officials say this was terrible time for the bridge to close during harvest season. Officials have yet to confirm what caused the bridge motor to fail. Live in the newsroom, Jadius McGee, News 8 Now.
Thank you, Jadius. News 8 Now also learning that Director Jeffrey Tripp has resigned from the La Crosse Regional Airport as its director. He started in June of 2024. No word on why he left. His previous job was manager at Arizona's Prescott Municipal Airport and Muskegon County Airport. The city is expected to name Deputy Director Lauren Koss as the airport's interim director. Day 28 in the government shutdown showdown. A live look at the Capitol tonight. Senate Democrats again blocking Republicans' stopgap funding bill from advancing. Meanwhile, Wisconsin Attorney General Josh Kaul is joining a lawsuit pushing to release November SNAP funds.
Throughout SNAP's history, a government shutdown has never stopped states from distributing these critical benefits to those who need them. So this lawsuit is about protecting food share funding and preventing Wisconsinites and millions of others from around the country from losing access to what can be life-sustaining food assistance.
The average SNAP payment per household is $332. The suit is asking a judge for a temporary restraining order to keep November payments going. State Representative Tara Johnson in the 96th District weighing in on the shutdown. Her comments coming today in La Crosse during her back-to-school tour. She talked about filling the void if food share programs end.
We have reintroduced standalone legislation, Democrats have, healthy meals for kids, which would restore funding for every public school, every kid in the public schools, regardless of their income, that it just is available.
The state's food share program helps over 300,000 kids. Lieutenant Governor Sarah Rodriguez making stops in the La Crosse area. Hers included with 2 local businesses where she met with staff and highlighted the impact of locally owned businesses. Now, with Governor Evers joining the lawsuit to release federal funding for food assistance, Rodriguez is also addressing some residents' concerns about SNAP benefits.
And to be clear, the vast majority of these families are families with kids, families with individuals who are disabled, or the elderly. These are the folks who are receiving these types of benefits that aren't going to get them in November.
Rodriguez urges residents of each district to call their federal representative to make their voices heard. Amplify Health by Gunderson is stepping up to help families in need of food support. They are holding a food drive for Wafer Food Pantry. 3 bins are now set up on the main La Crosse campus and another at the Onalaska Clinic.
If people have extra non-perishables, so cereals, vegetables, peanut butter, macaroni and cheese, pasta, sauce, canned meats, we invite them to drop them off in the bins and we'll distribute them.
The drive runs through November 10th. DoorDash plans to help feed folks if SNAP does stop. The delivery will distribute 1 million free meals and waive delivery fees for 300,000 grocery orders. Dollar General and Hy-Vee are stores taking part, and the plan is being called Project Dash. That aid will run through November. Wisconsin law gives victims 10 years to press charges for second-degree sexual assault. A new bill would double that time. The bill would allow survivors to pursue charges within 20 years after the assault happened. It would also make it easier for victims living in unsafe conditions to break their lease and protect people from misdemeanor drug or alcohol violations when reporting a sexual assault. New Horizons executive director says the bill makes it easier for victims to come forward.
Giving them 20 years, right, to reach that spot is us being understandable and acknowledging that it happens and caring for them as victims and survivors.
The bill would also require landlords to change door locks if a victim is being stalked. The bill was recently approved by the Assembly's Criminal Justice and Public Safety Committee. A heads up for La Crosse drivers, police are conducting speed enforcement tomorrow morning. It's happening on Losey Boulevard between Main Street and Ward Avenue. In Chippewa County, sheriffs say a failed gas station burglary was caught on camera. It happened in Lafayette Township at the Cenex Express Mart. That's on County Highway X. Surveillance shows the suspect throwing something at the glass door. If you have any information, call county sheriffs at 715-726-7714. Well, a day full of overcast skies. Is the sun going to be making its way out in the public tomorrow, Greg?
Well, I hope it's coming out, right? Yeah, we had still some light rain. It actually got all the way up to La Crosse, kind of just along and south of I-90 when some moisture got pulled up. So a little bit of rain this evening, but if you were north of La Crosse, east of La Crosse, basically you didn't see much all the way to Eau Claire. Right now it's beginning to push now back to the west, so pretty much La Crosse eastward is pretty much done with. Even Prairie du Chien Bosqueville here fairly shortly, it's going to be done with the precipitation too, and we'll see the clearing skies. But as we zoom in, there's your excuse me, I got to talk. We got about 700s as it came through, but overall now everything has pushed off to the west, so really it's going to be clouds for the rest of the night, and we'll actually show clearing. Further south, we still got northeast Iowa, Decorah down to Prairie du Chien has a little bit of activity still left. It's really when you get into that yellow band area that you're seeing precipitation. Otherwise, you're not going to see much. Now, as we wake up, there's your conditions. We'll have clearing skies quite quickly. We'll have a few clouds here and there, 52, so all in all, a better start to the day. And similar for La Crosse, that clearing line quickly comes through during the morning commute, and we get up to 51 with a light northeast wind. So the good news is, yes, we have more sunshine. The bad news, it's not going to last too long, so we'll break down when the clouds come back and what the temperatures look like for Halloween a bit later.
All right. Thank you, Greg. Well, UW-La Crosse's Prairie Springs Science Center Phase 2 officially has the green light. The State Building Commission has approved designs, construction costs, and Cowley Hall's demolition. That'll clear the way for the new Science Center to become a reality. State Senator Brad Pfaff is on that bipartisan commission. He says the future center will help keep UWL competitive with other universities and attract young talent to science and healthcare-related fields in western Wisconsin. Myrick Park in La Crosse had some spooky stories to tell this evening. Spine-chilling stories could be found on trails around the Nature Place. Aside from hair-raising tales, the Spooky Stroll event offered some games, crafts, and a play, offering something for anyone 5 years or older.
I mean, I love the enthusiasm that our staff puts into this event. It's the time of the season. It's a good excuse to put on your warm Halloween costume. Any reason to tell stories and to see families is a good excuse for us.
After the trails, visitors were invited to visit the Nature Place to meet some creepy crawly creatures for some extra spooktacular activities. A La Crosse nonprofit is celebrating community efforts for a green future. The Sustainability Institute presented its 15th annual Inspiring Sustainability Awards tonight at La Crosse Distilling. It's to recognize individuals and organizations committed to sustainability to help the community thrive long term. The nonprofit's board votes for one individual and one organization to win these awards from a pool of nominees. Organizers say tonight's a great time to reflect on their mission.
All too often, sustainability work and climate change work is seen as sort of doom and gloom. And at the Sustainability Institute, we really want to turn that around and make it something worth celebrating and envisioning what a thriving future could be.
We'll have more information about this year's winners coming up on News8000.com. UW-Eau Claire presenting the Regents Business Partnership Award to Xcel Energy today. That award is given to businesses that work to support students and the community. School officials say hundreds of alumni have started careers with Xcel, and the partnership helped make the new $122 million Sonnentag facility possible. Xcel's Chippewa Sun solar array will power that building.
We're always at the same table with UW-Eau Claire, working together to try to solve the problems that are facing the Chippewa Valley, whether it's like training and workforce, healthcare, other types of things. UW Eau Claire and Xcel Energy are always two of the institutions that are always there trying to make the communities we live in better communities.
The region's Business Partnership Award was created in 2023. Today was the 4th annual Why Giving Day. This 36-hour fundraiser looks to raise $300,000 for 13 local projects. All donations up to $25,000 will be doubled. An extra $25,000 will also be donated when 500 donations are made. Projects include food access and veterans' mental health support. To donate, go to laxymca.org. Vernon County is seeing an increase in school bus passing violations. Sheriff Roy Torgerson says 25 complaints were issued last year. In response, he's announced a task force to crack down on the violations. More officers will be assigned to keep an eye out, with some even riding the bus.
We need to get out ahead of this, and often in law enforcement we're reactionary, and this time we're not. We are gonna get out ahead of this.
Richland County Sheriff's Office and State Patrol will also assist. Still to come tonight, Hurricane Melissa hits Jamaica. A stunning video as the storm moves across the island, plus a breakdown in the Middle East peace deal, why Israel is ordering strikes in Gaza.
Tomorrow, starting at 5 a.m., Onalaska police roll out electric patrol vehicles. Plus, looking for a laugh, an interactive comedy show is coming to the Pump House, and Art is tracking some chillier mornings when we see you at 5 a.m.
I'll give you 10 grand for it, and that's a great deal.
It's easy to take a bad deal when you don't know what you have.
$25,000 is a great personal injury settlement.
Do your research and object to anything less than the best. Call BGR.
We see you out there doing things your way. So why do you buy from the same retail giants as everyone else? You could be getting the same trusted products you want and need at the lowest possible prices from a family-owned company you can be proud to shop with. Be an original and head to Blaine's Farm and Fleet to find value on the things you value, in-store or online, with convenient same-day delivery or drive-through pickup right here at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
This one, Grandpa.
What are you drawing?
I draw me walking a dog if I had a dog.
Where's my donut?
I have no idea.
Savor life's sweetest moments with a 3-pack of premium donuts on sale for just $2.99.
The lawyer you choose makes a difference because you get this one chance to get this right, and you want somebody that's going to fight for you and get you the resolution that you need. I'm so glad that I called BGR.
That's breaking news out of Jamaica. A storm for the record books. No Atlantic hurricane stronger than Melissa has ever made landfall in recorded history. The Cat 5 hurricane crash landed in Jamaica at midday today with maximum sustained winds of 185 miles an hour and gusts much higher. Jason Allen reports from Portmore, Jamaica with the latest conditions.
The slow-moving, devastating storm, roughly 400 miles wide, barreled into western Jamaica as a Category 5 hurricane. Melissa arrived with torrents of rain and wind gusts topping an astonishing 200 miles per hour.
Jesus have mercy.
West of us, the storm surge and flash flooding arrived with the eye wall. Hospitals are struggling with power outages as the hurricane creeps along at 8 miles per hour. We met Dawnette Pendergrast as she worked to secure the roof of her family's restaurant.
The roof is starting to lift in the wind.
So the motor strap.
Yeah.
So we're gonna strap it down.
So you're gonna strap that down.
We're gonna strap it right down.
Yeah, I can see that. It's lifting off the supports.
For the second time this week, Air Force Hurricane Hunter pilots turned back from inside the eye of Melissa due to the sheer force of the turbulence. Shortly after landfall, Jamaica's Prime Minister warned CBS News there would be widespread damage.
Whenever you have a Category 5 hurricane, there's scarcely any building or infrastructure that would escape without some form of damage.
Hurricane Melissa is now moving north as a Category 4 hurricane, threatening popular tourist destinations like Montego Bay.
As I'm talking to you guys, we're in the storm. The winds are crazy.
Yesterday, we talked with Marnie Stewart, a hairdresser from St. Louis.
Because it's coming down.
She spent today locked down at her resort.
Honestly, we're trying to stay as calm as we possibly can, but it's a sad situation for all of us.
Melissa has been moving so slowly that this island's now about to go through a second sunset while dealing with the impacts of this storm. Travel was difficult during the day today. Down trees, flooded roads, down power lines. It's likely going to be until tomorrow morning before many crews can get out to assess the damage. Jason Allen, CBS News, Portmore, Jamaica.
Now to developing news in the Middle East, a breakdown in the peace deal. Israel is ordering strikes in Gaza. Israeli officials claim Hamas is dragging its feet on returning the remains of 13 hostages. The move not sitting well with Hamas. It's now delaying the return of a hostage body. Right now, no reaction from the White House. We will have more news ahead, but first.
Yeah, we got fairly a dry and quiet stretch for a few days, actually maybe all the way through the weekend, but we do have some temperatures that are going to cool down as we get approaching Halloween. We'll break it all down coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Stop in where family and friends gather for the lunch sizes. The penny leaves you satisfied. The nickel may require a power nap. With the dime, it's eat what you can and take the rest to go. Open 11 a.m. Monday through Saturday for dine-in, carry-out, and curbside at Houghton's Jackson Street Pub.
Get an 11% rebate on everything now at Menards. Save big on Menards' huge selection of lighting products and make your home more festive. We're a one-stop shop for the best products with the best prices. Outdoor lighting has never been easier. White string lights with smart features let you control your lighting from anywhere and customize color settings for any occasion. Get this 50-foot permanent string light for $109.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Chevy makes America's most dependable trucks, like the rugged Colorado, the highly capable Silverado 1500, the powerful Silverado HD, and the uncompromising Silverado EV. In every Chevy truck, dependability comes standard.
It's Chevy Truck Month. Well-qualified buyers can get 2.9% financing for 72 months on all Silverado 1500 models.
Visit HometownChevy.com.
Here's a dose of reality. Driving under the influence of prescription painkillers is just as illegal and just as deadly as driving drunk. In fact, there are nearly 2,000 drug-related crashes every year in Wisconsin. Help prevent drug driving, and let's achieve 0 preventable deaths on Wisconsin roadways. Driving on pills kills.
We're an implant-focused practice. I think the advantage of a father-daughter practice is, I've been at this for 30 years now. I learned things that worked well and things that didn't work so well.
And it was fun to be able to just jump in and kind of complement that. I feel like it made both of us stronger. You don't expect it when you walk into a dental office. You don't expect the family aspect, but when you walk into our doors, we're going to give you that.
If you think you have a full mouth of challenges, come see us. Come down for a free consultation.
Stop in where family and friends gather for the lunch sizes. The penny leaves you satisfied. The nickel may require a power nap. With the dime, it's eat what you can and take the rest to go. Open 11 a.m. Monday through Saturday for dine-in, carry-out, and curbside at Houghton's Jackson Street Pub.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
Yeah, as we near the end of October now, we're going to start looking ahead to what to expect in November. So if you want to head over to the news8000.com on the weather site or even just the main page, there's an article and there's actually a video that goes through all the data for November for Eau Claire and La Crosse, what we've had in the past and what we're expecting going forward. Of course, this month we start picking up on snow too, becomes more of an issue too. So check that out. Now tomorrow we're going to really dive into online is the Halloween stats going back to many years. In fact, a couple years ago we had snow on Halloween. So we'll break that down tomorrow to catch that. So once again, head on to the website. You can catch that later tomorrow evening. Otherwise, we did is precipitation for some areas, but it's really I-90 south and westward has picked up. This is the 6-hour rain amounts too, and you can see La Crosse got some of this. Most of this really was after 6 p.m. as that little band began to lift northeast, and everything's beginning to rotate back to the west, and it'll begin to sink south too. So these amounts, nothing really above a tenth really overall. If you go further north and northeast of La Crosse up to Eau Claire, really just cloud cover, no precipitation whatsoever. So it is beginning to push east. And if you look at rain amounts too, really, as I mentioned, just really under a tenth with the light shading green. You got to get to the dark green to actually get a tenth. But if you look to the Twin Cities, west side, east side, big difference. Almost over an inch to the west side, nothing on the east side. So that is where most of the precipitation, more heavier amounts, stayed with this really boundary that kind of stalled out right there. So this will continue to push east and southeast. So besides Prairie du Chien and maybe parts of northeast Iowa, pretty much precipitation will be done with by 11 or midnight at the latest. And then it's beginning to slowly clear skies out from to east to west as we go throughout the morning commute. So some areas east of La Crosse will probably start seeing clearing skies, or east of Eau Claire. This will happen probably during the morning commute. So if you're west of the river, cloud cover will probably persist through the morning commute, and then we'll have sunshine for most areas, at least a brief period during the morning hour, with afternoon cloud cover redeveloping due to daytime heating with a northeast wind. So all in all, a very pleasant Wednesday for the end of October, and those conditions will continue for the evening hour as well. So if we look at beyond that, unfortunately, we got another system diving south, and it's going to provide more cloud cover too. So we get a 1 day of sun, and then clouds come back in story for Thursday. It dives south, it's weakening, so you see there's not a lot of precipitation there in Minnesota as it gets closer by Thursday evening. We might see a shower Thursday night. There's also an opportunity, very low chance going into Friday, Halloween, but I think Halloween you're going to see a lot more cloud cover along with Thursday too than actually any type of shower, but that threat continues to Friday evening. So that's what we're looking at through Friday. Temperatures as you wake up tomorrow, 40s as you go west because they're going to have cloud cover further east. Toma, those areas might get down close to freezing. And as you look at tomorrow's temperatures, pretty much going to be very nice, a little bit above average, so that's even better. And Thursday, unfortunately, cloud cover keeps the temperatures down just a few degrees, but still near or above average. So all in all, not too bad. And then Halloween, we're looking at temperatures there getting colder because that is what's going to go on. And trick-or-treating overall still looks good. It'll probably be in the 40s and mainly dry, maybe a shower out there, but otherwise pretty good. We cool down the weekend, and for next week, we're going to get warming back up because by the time you get to Wednesday, 57, our average for La Crosse should be about 50 at that point. So we are going a little bit above average too, and fairly quiet. Even those rain chances Sunday night into Monday are not that great at this moment either.
That's a very calm.
Very calm.
Thanks, Greg. Coming up next in sports, the Bucks looking to knock off Eastern Conference contender New York. Plus, it's time to party like it's 1985. The story on a local volleyball team that's rewriting the history books. Jacob is next.
River City Grill in Winona is your place for great food and drinks every night of the week. Wednesday is wing night at River City Grill. 5 delicious wings for only $5. And $1 off all domestic beers. See you soon at River City Grill in Winona.
Get ready for the holidays and save money during our fall sale at Interior Designs Holman. All of our carpets are on sale. You'll save money and get more for free. Free measuring and estimates in your home. Free furniture moving, even that heavy couch and king-size bed. Free removal of your old carpet and padding, and we'll recycle it. Free life of carpet labor warranty for as long as you own the carpet. All at the lowest prices of the year and 12 months no interest financing. Save money and get more for free during the biggest carpet sale of the year going on now at Interior Designs Holman.
Welcome to Black River Furniture and Cabin Outlet. Shop our huge selection of upholstery by Ashley, Catnapper, and Best Home Furnishings. Sleep better with our selection of double-sided, hybrid, or all-foam mattresses, adjustable bases, and bedroom sets available. Set your dining room up with a new table, chairs, bar stools, or counter height available. Throw down a rug to complete any room, scatters, 5x8s, 8x10s, and more. No gimmicks, no corporate hassles. Open 7 days a week. Black River Furniture Outlet, Black River Falls.
In the Northland, we're gearing up for winter by owning the cold and never letting it slow us down. With winter-ready features that make it that much easier. The only right way to get out there this season is in a Ford SUV that can handle it all. For a limited time only, lease Bronco Sport for just $289 a month for 36 months. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
River City Grill in Winona is your place for great food and drinks every night of the week. Wednesday is wing night at River City Grill. 5 delicious wings for only $5. And $1 off all domestic beers. See you soon at River City Grill in Winona.
Covering all the exciting action from your community. Here's News 8 Now Sports with Jacob Lenzendorf.
Well, 1 year ago, the Mabel Canton Cougars made it all the way to the Section 1 AA championship game, but fell one game short of state. Cougars look strong again this season in the 1A quarterfinals tonight in Rochester. A battle of the Cats. Losers season comes to a close. Opening moments of set one, it's the Cougars' Casey Wangsness with the ace. Not even touched to keep the early lead. Then late in the set, Braley Storts slams down the kill. Cougars take set one, but the Panthers showing resilience in set two. Chloe Rewer earns the ace for the lead, and then a little later, Annika Ladley hammers down the kill to keep the foot on the gas. The Panthers would take set 2, 3, and 4, ending Mabel Canton's season. And the team that knocked out Mabel Canton a season ago, Fillmore Central, who's the top seed this year, puts an end to Spring Grove's season on the other side of the bracket, 3-1, the final there. Well, after testing themselves at a tough invitational at Wisconsin Lutheran College in late September, where they lost 5 matches on the weekend, the Lutheran Knights responded by just dropping 2 in the entire month of October. During that impressive stretch, the Knights did something they haven't done in 40 years, and that's hoist a regional championship trophy. Times much different back in 1985, but similar hard work and dedication led Luther to a 3-0 sweep of Richland Center back on Saturday. And it's a feat that the girls take a lot of pride in, but they're not just satisfied stopping there.
It feels great. I'm so proud of all my girls, and we've had so many great opportunities, and it's really a blessing to be part of the team that gets to make that history, and yeah, it's a great opportunity for us.
I think that winning regionals is such a big accomplishment, but job is never finished. We have so much motivation and so much ambition in all of us that none of us are ever satisfied with anything but the best, and I think that is such a beautiful thing that can push us so far.
And with a group full of dedicated players that take the mental side of the game as seriously as the physical side, it makes head coach Stan Larson's job just a little bit easier.
Great group of girls. They work really hard. I think the biggest thing too is they take ownership in what they do. It makes it way more fun for me as a coach, because now you're just trying to challenge them as much as you can. And we have a great coaching staff that really pushes them. It's a lot of fun.
The Knights will look to rewrite the history books on Thursday when they host the Aquinas Blue Goals. First set is 7 o'clock from Luther High. And the final home regular season match of the season for Viterbo earlier today. Picked this one up scoreless in the second half. V-Hawks with a good chance, but it's a great save by Samuel Negus, keeping the score at 0. The Trolls free kick, Peter Colenio is going to snag it, one of his 3 saves on the day for Viterbo. Then in the 53rd minute, the home side converts on a set piece of their own. Sebastian Acosta goes short to Alvaro Paquete Oliveira, and he buries it. Viterbo defense holds strong from there, earning the 1-0 victory. And the Bucks playing host to the Knicks tonight. Not much good happening in the first half, but after the break, AJ Green comes out firing. That his 3rd 3 in less than 5 minutes of game action. Milwaukee slowly inching their way back into this one. Giannis hits the defense with a spin move and finishes for the and-one opportunity to take the lead. And a minute and change left in the contest. Bucks looking for the knockout punch. Gary Trent Jr. delivers, splashing a 3 to go up by 10. And then how about this for an exclamation mark? Giannis with another dazzling display tonight, finishing with 37 points. Bucks take it 121 to 111. What a game, Ken. We were watching back in the newsroom. Just great execution down the stretch, and the defense was fantastic. Just 40 points for the Knicks in the second half.
Yeah, that's crazy. And this was the first really game that I got to see the Bucks in action to start this season. It's a strong-looking team. Miles Turner looks like a great addition.
Fun to watch. It looks like it'll be a fun season for sure.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Jacob. We got more news right after this.
During the Veterans Day sale at Home Furniture, get up to an extra 15% off sale prices. Right now, this sectional is just $29.49. Plus, get 3 years special financing. And Christmas decor is 50% off. The Veterans Day sale, now at Home Furniture.
At Johnson Tractor, we know farming isn't just a job, it's a way of life. That's why we're proud to be your trusted New Holland dealer, delivering top-of-the-line equipment and unmatched support from the field to the barn. Our team is here to keep you running strong with reliable service and expertise you can count on. Johnson Tractor, your New Holland dealer of choice. Visit us today and experience the difference.
I'm standing here in the warehouse this morning where some 30 to 40 installers depart every morning. You've been thinking about new windows. I've been thinking about new windows for over 40 years. And my promise to you is that these fine installers that leave here every morning install the finest windows available in the market today, expert installation, always at a good value. If you're looking for new replacement windows, today would be a great day to reach out to the board store and set up a prompt free estimate.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Or get 0% APR with a total value of over $5,800 on this Sierra 1500 model.
Visit your best choice GMC dealer today.
I have been working at Firefighters Credit Union for over 20 years and been in the mortgage business for 30 years. We get a lot of people that like to shop around, and I encourage people to shop around for mortgages. And the one thing that you hear over and over is that we're for real. What they hear on the commercials is what they see when they come and see any of our employees. All these things together are what make Firefighters Credit Union the team you can trust.
Everybody's welcome at Firefighters Credit Union.
Sleep deeply, live boldly on a Prana Sleep's ultra-luxurious mattress exclusively at Home Sleep Express. The perfect balance of support and pressure-relieving comfort. Right now, get up to an extra 15% off Prana Sleep mattresses only at Home Sleep Express.
This is definitely a story for Emily. An NYPD cop recovered a caught critter from under a vehicle. It was a kitten stuck under a food truck. Officers responded to reports of meows coming from the mobile eatery and found the kitty behind one of the wheels. The rescuing officers were so smitten with the kitten, one of them decided to rescue it again by adopting it. What a lovely story. And Greg will have one more check of your forecast tomorrow right after this.
For residential, commercial, or high-speed doors, come to LaCrosse Glass and Overhead Doors. We carry a variety of CHI door styles designed to fit your vision. Get your free quote today.
If you've ever grilled, you know you can count on propane to make everything great. But did you know propane also powers school buses that produce lower emissions that lead to higher test scores? Or that propane can cut your energy costs at home? It powers big jobs and small ones too. From hospitals to hospitality, people rely on propane, an energy source that's affordable, plentiful, and environmentally friendly for everyone. Get the facts at propane.com/now.
I lost my son to an accidental drug overdose. This is why we created the George Ford Recovery Foundation to champion drug use awareness, funding, and solutions so we don't lose any more kids. You know, there's an effective, simple solution. Narcan kits help save lives in seconds. They're required in schools in many states, but sadly, not in Wisconsin. To save a child's life, please sign a petition at NarcanForSchools.com.
Interested in a heat pump for your home? Here at G&T, we've got an offer to sweeten the deal. Qualified customers can get up to $8,000 off a new Goodman heat pump system and a $2,000 tax credit for this year. In most cases, you'll pay less for this heat pump and furnace system installation, as well as over time with its efficiency and energy savings. Seriously, a Goodman heat pump that's smaller and more efficient for less. Plus, it's installed by an amazing team of skilled technicians with quality you can count on and experience you can trust. Interested? Call G&T for the best heating and air conditioning guaranteed.
Plantar fasciitis feels like pointed, sharp pain. It just hurts all the time. It feels like your foot is squeezing on itself. When I drove past the Good Feet store, I thought, I'm gonna stop in. They wanted to make sure that they gave me the right arch support for my feet that were personally fitted just for me. Then it was like, okay, this is something special. These make a difference.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
For residential, commercial, or high-speed doors, come to LaCrosse Glass and Overhead Doors. We carry a variety of CHI door styles designed to fit your vision. Get your free quote today.
All right, tomorrow the temperatures will actually be a little milder, a little few degrees above average, but we have more sunshine, and that's great because get out and enjoy it because the clouds are really going to be back for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, even Sunday. Not much of a shower chance in there, and our temperatures do come back down to average, maybe a little bit below, but all in all, Halloween and Halloween Eve still look fairly good. A shower maybe, but you can't really beat these conditions too. No big system or anything, so get out and enjoy it.
All right, good news right there. And that'll do it for us tonight at 10. We'll see you tomorrow.